You can hand the exact same paragraph to 100 different strangers, tell each one it was written just for them, and almost every single one will swear you nailed their personality. Think about the last horoscope you read that felt like it was spying on your life, or that BuzzFeed quiz that told you your true personality type, and you actually paused and thought, okay, that's kind of scary accurate. Or the fortune cookie that landed a little too close to home the week you were stressed about work. None of those things know you. They can't. And yet your brain insists they do. This is called the Barnum Effect, named in 1956 by psychologist Paul Meehl after showman P.T. Barnum, the guy famous for saying he had a little something for everyone. But the phenomenon was actually proven in a lab 8 years earlier, in 1948, by a psychologist named Bertram Forer. Forer ran a personality test on his students. He asked them a bunch of questions, told them he'd analyze the results, and handed each student a personalized write-up of their character. Except it wasn't personalized at all. Every single student, regardless of their answers, got the identical paragraph, full of lines like, "You have a tendency to be critical of yourself," and at times you have serious doubts as to whether you have made the right decision. Then Forer asked them to rate how accurately it described them, on a scale of 0 to 5. The average score came back at 4, 26 out of 5, nearly perfect, from a description that was, word for word, mass-produced. Have you ever taken one of those 5-minute online quizzes and felt genuinely unsettled by how well it seemed to read you? Now here's where it stops being just a classroom trick and starts becoming a full cultural pattern. In 1968, a French researcher named Michel Gauquelin ran a version of this experiment out in the real world. He took the actual horoscope of a notorious French serial killer, a man named Marcel Petiot, and mailed it out to 150 people, telling every single one of them it was their own personal astrological reading based on their exact birth details. 94% of them wrote back saying the description was accurate, recognized themselves in it. A serial killer's horoscope, handed to 150 different people, and almost all of them said, "Yeah, that's me." Have you ever swapped horoscopes with a friend, and both of you agreed it was scary how well it fit, even though you're nothing alike? So why does your brain do this? Why does something written for literally no one feel like it was written for you? It comes down to two things stacked on top of each other. First, most Barnum statements are built with a built-in escape hatch. You can be outgoing in social situations, but you also need time alone to recharge. That's not a description, that's every human being who has ever lived. It covers both sides of the coin, so there's no way to be wrong. Second, and this is the real engine, your brain is running what psychologists call self-referencing. From an evolutionary standpoint, information that might be about you, your safety, your reputation, your tribe, was worth paying extra attention to. A rustle in the grass that might be a predator. A comment from an elder that might be aimed at your mistake. Your ancestors, who over-attributed personal relevance to ambiguous signals, stayed safer than the ones who shrugged everything off as noise. That wiring is still fully online today. So when you read something vague and flattering-ish about your personality, your brain doesn't scan for, does this apply to everyone? It scans for, does this apply to me? And it finds a match almost instantly because it was built to find one. On top of that, you're doing free editing work without realizing it. You remember the lines that hit and quietly skip past the ones that don't, because your brain wants the coherent story of "this person gets me" more than it wants the boring truth of "this is a generic paragraph." That's confirmation bias riding shotgun with self-referencing. And together they make a fortune cookie feel like a mirror. Here's the 2-second gut check you can actually use next time something feels eerily accurate about you. A quiz result, a horoscope, even a compliment from a stranger that feels weirdly specific. Ask yourself one question. Would this exact sentence be false for basically anyone I know? If you genuinely can't think of a single person it wouldn't apply to, that's not insight. That's Barnum. Real insight about you should be able to be wrong about other people. If it can't, it isn't about you at all, it's about everyone, wearing a costume that makes it feel personal. That doesn't mean every quiz or reading is worthless, or that you're gullible for feeling something when you read one. It just means the feeling of being seen and the fact of actually being seen are two very different things, and only one of them requires someone to have actually paid attention to you. So think back to the last time a description felt like it was written just for you. Was it actually specific, or was it just flattering and vague enough to fit anyone holding the page? Drop the most accurate horoscope or quiz result you've ever gotten in the comments. I want to see how vague it actually was.